about 7 years ago.
8 years ago, actually.
8, so through word of mouth.
Birthday.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday. So, 8 years ago, I guess. And, through word of mouth, built a brisk business with in-home, private, and also group cooking lessons. I've known her personally for a lot of those years because I actually have had her in my home twice for cooking lessons. And through that, and then just by being, fellow small business owners, we've become friends. The interesting thing about Marzia too, so not only has she built a loyal following and dedicated customer base just based on being her true authentic self and sort of navigating the waters as she began, like any small business owner, she's actually quite an influencer on social media. So she's a true testament to being your true authentic self on social media. And how many followers do you have? 5,000, 6,000?
No, I have almost 4,000.
Okay, well, regardless, that's no small feat for someone that's not like a professional social media.
No, it's nothing professional.
Right? So Marzia, like everyone else, had to sort of, I hate to use the word, but pivot her business when COVID struck, because obviously she can't do in-person lessons and cooking lessons. So she's moved to a virtual platform and then used her, quote, free time to follow her dream and release and launch her first cookbook, which I'm sure she'll tell us about. So it's super amazing. And she's doing really well, again, through her, word of mouth and her great reputation. So a true testament to a small business success story. So welcome, Marzia. And thank you for teaching us some of your Italian secrets today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I love this, so I can interact with people today. It's very exciting. We're gonna make gnocchi, and then we're gonna make bruschetta, and then we are making panna cotta. Is a dessert, perfect for Valentine's Day if you wanna follow along, or if you need the recipe after, I can send it to you, whatever. Or you can buy my cookbook here, Cooking with Mama Marzia. It's some amazing, authentic Italian recipe. You will be inspired to cook with a sprinkle of love. Buy it now on my website. Okay. So we're gonna start making the gnocchi. So can I start now to make them?
Oh yeah, please go ahead. Over to you.
I already boiled the potatoes. You have to boil the potatoes with the skin. When the fork goes in the potatoes, they're ready. Usually it takes 30-45 minutes, and then you need to have something like this called potato ricer. You have to peel the potatoes and rice them on a wood board like this. And here's the final result. So the recipe is 1 kilo potato already riced, 1 egg, and 2 cups of flour. Okay? Okay. So first thing to do is to crack the eggs in the potatoes like this. Now I forgot a fork. I'm gonna go grab a fork. Sorry. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
However, we need an Italian restaurant in Cloverdale desperately.
We do.
What?
We do.
I know. So with the fork, you just...
Devi venire qua, fare un ristorante.
No, too much work.
C'è amici.
Too much work, no more life, no more family after. I like what I do now because I can do I can watch my kids too. That's very important. So I mix the egg with the potatoes just randomly. Now I'm gonna add the flour, not all at once, a little bit of the time, and I'm gonna use my hand. So I'm gonna start to mix everything, just like this. This is such a fun activity to do with your family, or your friends, or your neighbor. Even with COVID, you can go outside and make gnocchi in the yard.
Yeah, in the yard. I guess.
Do a gnocchi party. It can be a fun idea.
Mm-hmm.
We all are bored right now. Add more flour and mix all the potatoes together. Just keep them set in the center here. It looks difficult, but it's very, very easy, right, Tamara?
Sure. I've had 2 cooking lessons and my gnocchi still has not turned out on my own. So sure, it's easy. Sure, you make it look
It's
easy.
easy.
Sure.
So now the potatoes are holding together. So they don't start to have a face, but it's very dense and heavy. We need to have something more smooth, okay? This is very sticky also. When I touch, it's very sticky. So we need, usually we have to use all the flour that we have, okay? Add more flour and with a scraper. Everybody likes gnocchi?
Yeah, how can you not? Especially homemade gnocchi.
I know, made with love. Right? And now you start to incorporate the flour, just moving the dough, like playing with a ball, basically, or I don't know how to explain. Can you see very well?
I can.
Yeah. So you just the movement of your hands and your wrist. You move. You don't need like making bread or pasta. This is more incorporating the flour to the potatoes. Okay? That's why I always say making gnocchi, it's not difficult at all. It's very, very easy. See how the potatoes are grabbing all the flour? Nothing get wasted, right?
So I have a question, Marcy, with the potato ricer thingamajiggy.
Yeah.
Could you do something like that in your food processor or no?
No.
Okay, so you have to have that tool.
You have to have a potato ricer because if you use a food processor, it's gonna absorb too much, they're gonna become more watery. So you need more flour and the consistency will change for sure.
That is why my gnocchi has not turned out. So that's,
Yeah.
thank
You
you.
can also try with a potato masher, you know, those ones.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to mash them very well. Because sometimes they become lumpy when you use a potato masher, potato rice, the end, I don't know how they're called.
They're smaller, like it's not gonna
Yeah,
be
the small one, yeah.
Okay.
This one is the best option. I found this one a Winners, but you can find a Canadian Tire now for $13.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Do you have any questions so far? I'm trying to go fast so people don't get bored.
I just wish this was in person so we could actually eat them at the end.
I know.
Normally you get to taste the fruits of your labors, right?
I know. I know, that's so sad, eh? I know, it's so different.
Yeah, it is different.
You have to, when she gets her cooking classes back up, you should really try them.
Oh, hi, yeah, how are you?
Good, Bella, how are you?
Good, are you making gnocchi?
Yes, I am.
You
I'm
are
working on
amazing.
it.
Oh, wow.
I got up early to do my potatoes.
Me too, but I'm always up early anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Leanna. Nice to
Hello.
see you cooking in the kitchen.
Hey, Jackie. How-
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late. I had called run over. What did I miss? Making the dough?
Yes,
What?
we're making the dough. And I want to show you how the dough is like right now. It's way better than before. It's less dense, but still a little sticky. So we need more flour, okay? And if you have any questions, just
Jackie, we're recording this too, just so you know. So
What's
you
that?
can-
You're what?
This is being recorded so you can watch what you've missed.
What I missed. Okay, perfect. Thanks.
And welcome. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see
welcome
you too.
everybody. I didn't even know if I introduced myself. Anyway, my name is Mama Marzia. Today I'm making gnocchi from scratch with lots of love. Thank you for buying my cookbook, Jackie.
Oh, thank you. I've already read through it.
I really appreciate
No,
your business
no,
and your support.
Now, as
Thank
soon
you,
as
thank
we
you.
get up and running and you're able to do in-house visits again, I will
I
book a
know.
date with you.
I can't wait. This is too boring. Too lonely.
Too
I think
lonely.
everybody's lonely right now.
Well, I think back to Marzia, I've had Marzia in my home a couple of times.
Have you?
But like, yeah, like, I don't want to say your typical dinner party, but everyone pitches in, and I had my, how old was it? 90-year-old great grandfather.
Oh, that was amazing.
Right. And he's rolling gnocchi and everyone's participating and it's fun for the kids. And Marzia,
Yeah, one thing about
everything
gnocchi,
after, like it's win-win
Yeah.
all around.
one thing about gnocchi is like in Italy, this is a very Italian, very popular tradition to make in Italy, make gnocchi together. Everybody gets together, the family, the grandma, the kids are in the gnocchi, the grandma making the sauce. You know, it's a very, it's an occasion to get together with the family and keep tradition alive at the end of the day. So it's very important to keep your tradition alive, right? Good job, Leanne.
Oh
Liana.
yeah, it's really
That is-
sticky tonight.
Sticky, add more flour.
Yeah.
Let me see your dot. Yeah, it looks very dense still. So add flour and go. Mine is almost
Am I
done.
the one making? Jackie, are you not cooking?
No, not today. I forgot I had a trade show today, so I'm kind of sneaking out of that so that I can watch this.
Thank you for watching.
I know. I have a question about your flour. Are you using just regular all-purpose flour, or are you using, sorry if that's a repeated question.
I use Italian flour just because it's my preference. And but you can use whatever you have.
Where do you buy it?
Well, right now you can find pretty much everywhere. I bought this one in Langley in a store called Well Season.
Oh, okay, they have it. I know it well. Okay.
I
Wait,
bought
so
it
is that
there.
the
What?
So you're
Is that the
saying that you
double
can just
zero?
we're all talking.
What?
I just clarifying. So I can use normal, like not normal, but like my, whatever's
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Robin
yellow
Hood
bag.
flour?
Okay.
Your Robin Hood flour?
Yeah, I was gonna say the one in the yellow bag. I'm looking on Amazon and there's a 50,000 different ricers available, just so everyone knows if they don't want to go out.
Yeah.
All price points.
And you know what? This one, I never lies about product. I bought this one 7 years ago, paid $7.99, and it's still alive. Okay. And I bought a few years ago. Somebody gave me a good price for a very fancy potato ricer. No, it was $45, but not worth it.
Good to know.
The
Yeah.
more fancy they look, the more problem you're gonna have.
Actually, I
Sometimes
agree with that.
HomeSense has it too.
Huh?
HomeSense has, I
Yeah,
bought mine at
HomeSense
HomeSense a
has-
while ago.
Yeah, very, very cheap and easy. Okay, my dough is nice and smooth now. I'm going to show you. See how gorgeous?
That.
Nice
And that
and
didn't take that long at all in the scheme of things.
No.
That was 10 minutes.
10 minutes. You just have to incorporate the flour to the potatoes at the end of the day. You don't have to knead like making bread. Because if you need like making bread or pasta, it's gonna absorb too much air and then it's gonna get very sticky.
Can you
You
do
know what I mean?
one of those KitchenAid mix masters?
What?
Can you do it with a
No.
KitchenAid? It has to be by hand. I'm looking for a
Has-
shortcut.
It has to be by hand, but this is the fun part.
Oh, that's the fun
You can
part.
do some
Okay.
I'm with you, Jackie.
exercise.
I'm like, okay, there's that.
Jackie,
neat
how do you think you're going
attachment.
to add the love? If you use
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
well, I could
Yeah,
talk to it.
because Jackie, when you do it by hands, the loaves goes in the dough, and
Okay,
everybody can taste it after.
okay. Got
That's
it.
how it works.
I have another question. So is it better if the potatoes are warm, slightly warm still when you start kneading, or
Yes.
cold?
You have to work it.
Yeah, like you said
Yeah,
you did
they have
potatoes in
to be-
advance, but should they
They
be
have to
warm?
be cold.
Oh, they have to be cold.
Yeah, cold or cool, because if they're hot and I have the eggs are gonna cook.
Got it.
Yeah. So, okay. So when your dough is ready, it's nice and smooth, and you can tell that you love it. You just put it on the side. You clean up a little bit your station, and then you cut a small piece like this. Okay, and you put it on your wood board. I already have some flour here. I'm just gonna sprinkle more. And now we have to roll the gnocchi. Now is the shaping part. It's very, very easy. This is an activity that you can do with your kids, with your family, with your husband, whatever, with your neighbor, if you do a gnocchi party in the backyard. So,
Scott, Paul, and Cheryl were doing this at work this week in the back.
yeah, what?
This is drooling here.
Okay, so with your hands, you start to roll the gnocchi without pressing down, just gently roll, like play with Play-Doh basically. If you have kids, you know what I mean. We're making a gnocchi snake.
Yeah, I was gonna say a Play-Doh snake, right? We're making snakes. Okay.
Snake, gnocchi snake. How are you, Liliana? You getting there?
Getting there. I think I
You're
need just
amazing. Okay, so this is, I'm just gonna try to put it close to the video. This is the gnocchi snake, okay? Now, looks gorgeous as usual. Now with a knife or with a scraper, I'm going to cut the gnocchi. I hope you saw that. You cut it like pretty much this size. Can you everybody see?
Mm-hmm.
What
Sorry,
would you say? How big would you say that size is?
tip of your thumb.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Good job, Liliana. You can be my assistant.
No problem. Is it bene?
that looks
Yes.
better.
Good.
Yeah. You know what I suggest, Liliana? Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you wash your hands, you start with hand cleans, you can feel the dough way better, okay? So I'm just gonna cut all the gnocchi here, not all, because otherwise it's gonna stay a little bit longer. And really, gnocchi, they don't have to look all the same. See, like for example, this one, there is one small, one bigger, but that's what you want because gnocchi are all hand cut and they're all different. We like the diversity here, different. It's amazing. So when you cut them, you put it on a chopping board and you want to move them a little bit. And then what we do in Italy, I have a gnocchi board here. We're gonna make some stripes in the gnocchi, so when they cook with the sauce, is gonna be trapped to the stripes. This one is the
Do the
gnocchi board.
stripe?
Huh?
Do you have to do the stripes or could you skip?
No, you
that?
don't.
Okay.
You don't have to
Not
do
saying
it.
you want to cut corners, but just.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, you can do that, or what my mom does in Italy, she just pinch them and roll, pinch them and roll, and that's it.
Can you show us one of the pinched ones?
Yes. So can you see? You just have to, with the small finger, press down gently and roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again. Press and roll. Press and roll. It's just a little thing, so the sauce is gonna be trapped in here, inside the little hole. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a little bit more and then we're gonna boil them. And then you don't have to eat it, sorry.
I do a curbside pickup.
What?
I said I'm happy to do curbside pickup.
Yeah, you know what? You wanna come over, grab them and go?
I'll just roll down my window like a drive-through and you can pass it into the car.
I know, it's so sad because we are kind of tired to eat gnocchi all the time.
Yeah. So question, how many potatoes is 4 pounds roughly?
So the final, I usually for this recipe, I boil 4 pounds of potatoes.
Yeah.
And then when you peel them, it's gonna be like 2 pounds, pretty much.
So is that like 4 potatoes or 8 potatoes
Like
roughly?
8 potatoes, 8.
Okay.
And are these like regular russets?
Yeah,
Yes.
regular russet potatoes.
I was just gonna ask that. Thanks.
Yeah.
We're on the same page, Jackie.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you make the gnocchi, if you boil them right away, I usually put it on a plate, and I'm gonna go get it now.
That looks like they make a lot of gnocchi. Can you
Oh,
freeze the dough at this point, or after you make the gnocchi, can you freeze it in like just little bags and thaw them out when you want?
Those you can't freeze it, but what can you do? You can roll out all the gnocchi.
Yeah.
And then what I usually do, in a baking sheet pan, I put some parchment paper and you put them close to each other, but not sticking together. And after a few hours, you put in a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
It's better than, because the dough, if you freeze it, it's gonna get too sticky after.
Right. So
So
you're
if
better
you
to
cook
make the
them-
gnocchi and then freeze it.
Yeah. If you cook the gnocchi right away, you put it on a plate like this, so it's easy to throw them in a boiling water.
Okay.
Any other question?
It's kind of like making pierogies.
I was just gonna say that. Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should do a pierogi making class.
Are you gonna offer to teach that? My Baba is no longer with us, so I can't offer.
I'm happy to teach a pierogi class. That's hilarious.
Are you from?
My family is Polish.
Okay.
And I used to be married to a Ukrainian. So between the two sides of the family, I've eaten a lot of pierogies and borscht and kubasa. And
Oh wow, we're
cabbage
like
Love
soul
pierogies.
sisters.
are we?
Well, my maiden name is Shuchek.
Oh yeah, that's a good Ukrainian name.
Hmm?
That's a good Ukrainian name.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't get more Ukrainian than that. That's
I was a Kruchak.
okay. Well, yeah, there you have it.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies. I'm just trying to move in the kitchen
That's
so we
okay.
can boil the gnocchi.
Are you still doing dough, Leanna?
I am. I made a few extra because my kids really like it, and my son was supposed to help me,
Oh,
Oh,
and he bailed?
and he's bailed.
Oh, of course.
Sounds like kids.
Yeah, he's going to be there for dinner, though. Mark my words.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see if we can do this now.
Oh, I see a KitchenAid. It's possible.
Yeah. KitchenAid. I use it for the
Jack-
pasta.
The KitchenAid doesn't work as well when you're mixing this dough because there is a bit of a knack of trying to feel what it's supposed to feel like. Like you want that Play-Doh texture, and you can't really do that when it's in the KitchenAid because
actually, speaking of Ukrainian, my Baba, when she taught me how to make pierogies, that was exactly what she says. I'm like, what's the recipe? She's like, there's no recipe. Just stick your hand in there. It's by feel.
Yep.
And
By
literally,
feel.
she shoved my hand in the dough, and yeah.
and if it doesn't feel right, you just add a little more. That's usually what I got told as growing up.
Yeah.
Are you done, Liana?
I'm working on it, honey.
Yeah.
I did the 8 cook Costco size russet potatoes, so they're a little bigger.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so what it is us to boil now, what I'm going to show you, can you see it from here?
Yeah.
We can, except your KitchenAid's kind of in the way a little bit.
Let me move it a little bit. Is that better?
Not really. I can't see your pot.
I'll bring it on the other side. Sorry, ladies. I usually use my computer, but my computer is not behaving lately. So I don't trust her on a Zoom call. Okay. I can't wait to go back and cook in person. Can you see here?
Yes.
Okay. So we have to make the bruschetta now. The pepper bruschetta with the cheese.
Okay.
Because we are making the Valentine's Day dinner. So this is going to be your appetizer. I already sliced the bread. And I'm using some blue cheese and goat cheese.
Mm.
Okay. And I already made the peppers. I'm going to show you.
Are they sauteed in just olive oil or?
I put some oil in a pan. Okay, two tablespoons of oil. Garlic, I stir fry the garlic. I also put some anchovy, but if you don't like it, don't put it. And then I put the pepper. I cook it on a medium high for like 10 minutes, always stirring them. I put some salt, and then I put 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar and 2 teaspoons of sugar. And I cook it for another 10 minutes, and I put some capers at the end. It's very delicious on top of the bread and the cheese. So I'm going to spread the cheese, and then we're gonna put the bread in the oven.
Do you, sorry, Maritza, do you use like all different kinds of colored peppers? I saw
Yes.
red, yellow, mixed.
1 yellow, 1 orange, and 1 red.
Okay.
Whatever you find, I usually use whatever I have anyway. Yeah. Sorry for the bad light, but you know how it is, right? We can't wait to move. Maybe I move to Murrayville, Tamara. I said I can't wait to move.
Are you moving?
Yeah, we're looking for a house soon.
Oh, good for you.
I have a bigger kitchen, but I don't know where yet. Anyway, I'm gonna do this one here because I don't want to move the phone. So I'm going to do 4 slices of bread with the blue cheese and the rest with the goat cheese, okay?
I'd do it the other way around.
I might put both cheeses on.
I love blue cheese. I might skip the goat cheese.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I love blue cheese too. I don't like the goat cheese.
Yeah.
But people love it. So you have to just simply put the cheese, broil it in the oven for a few minutes, and then put the pepper, the warm pepper on top.
Mm.
And that's it. But it's very delicious. My favorite is with the blue cheese because the flavor of the pepper, the balsamic vinegar, and the blue cheese, it's a bomb.
Making me hungry.
I just need a glass of red wine is what I'm thinking.
Right?
Nothing better than that.
This is gonna be perfect for Valentine's Day. Right? Are you gonna celebrate Valentine's Day, ladies?
Yeah, when is it? Oh, it's Sunday.
I was gonna say it's the 14th, like every year.
Yeah, no, I was looking to see what day of the week it falls on, see how motivated I would be.
I know.
I guess I could do it on Sunday.
I know.
I'm actually motivated 'cause with COVID and my 2 young children. There's not a lot to do on weekends. It's hard.
No, do a ton of
And I
cooking.
think we're going to be making a batch of gnocchi this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that
Just
for
do
a
it,
couple
Tamara.
hours, right? And I actually think they might actually eat it because they're super picky.
Mhm.
Yes. Usually kids like gnocchi.
I
Usually.
love gnocchi.
Yeah. So. Okay, so I'm going to turn the oven on. Sorry, I forgot to turn the oven on before. What happens when you are online? I'm gonna put the bread in the oven. So the cheese melts very well.
What temperature is your oven for that?
350
For how long?
for like 5 minutes, just for the cheese to melt.
Okay.
in the bread, and then you put
You
the
don't
pepper on
toast the
top.
bread first?
Huh?
You didn't toast the bread first?
You can also do that, toast the bread first, but if you put the cheese and the bread together, they just, the
It's-
cheese is
okay.
gonna
Good. Okay.
melt very well.
Is this recipe in your cookbook?
Yeah,
Oh, good. Okay. Perfect.
yeah, all the recipes I've been doing today are all in the cookbook, so they're very easy to make.
Perfect.
Not difficult at all. I know you are amazing, ladies. You can do anything, right? So,
And gents, ladies and gents, I know there's gents here.
oh yeah, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you all are amazing. Gentlemen, you all are amazing. You have to cook if you're a gentleman. Usually they don't cook.
So Mike, you're on mute. I want to know who's cooking the Valentine's dinner that's beside you there.
Too. Me too. Nancy's, you know, when I put this background screen on, her image keeps appearing and disappearing. I don't know why, but we're both watching. We're going to do this together.
I was just going to
Nice.
say, what a nice thing to do together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't hear that.
Sorry, ladies.
And love.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm just gonna make my tripod a little bit shorter. Not very professional. I don't know how to mute myself.
You need
But
one
anyway.
of those stands that you can put your phone on.
I bought it.
Yeah.
I bought it, but thinking it was coming today, but it didn't.
Oh, you're doing just fine.
It's good. Well, it's
It's
natural.
gonna be, it's
It's authentic.
yeah. But I usually have my computer, but it doesn't work. I have some problem with my computer. You can see my wrinkle now. Oh my God.
No, actually we can't. So don't worry.
But that's okay. I love my wrinkles. Almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. What a professional, ladies. Jesus. Whatever. It can be worse. There you go.
Perfect.
Sorry. Like, seriously. This is crazy. But at least you can see now. You know what I mean?
That's perfect.
Yeah, you can see when I'm making the gnocchi, the butter and sage and everything. So, okay, we're going to make the butter and sage sauce. I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay? Everybody likes butter and sage?
Yum.
Okay, I have my sage here. One sec. One thing very important when you make pasta or gnocchi, whatever. This is the boiling water. The water is boiling. Important ingredients is pouring salt in your boiling water. Not with this thingy here, but just grabbing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I add 5 pinches, and you should always taste your water if there is salt or not. This is a big thing, so you have to learn how to do it if you don't do it.
What salt are you using? Table salt, sea salt?
I use Mediterranean salt, sea salt.
Do you get that at well seasoned as well?
You can find it there too, but I usually buy in Italian store or even IGA. I found the IGA in Langley and Surrey area has lots of product from Bosa in Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
So I found even the flour there. So,
Is it cheaper there than well seasoned?
yes, definitely.
Okay.
Lots of cheaper.
Okay. I love Boza. I love that Boza store. I don't know if anybody's been in there,
I
but
love that. I used to live by there. Oh, I loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before we moved out to Langley.
What a difference, huh?
Yeah. And then the choff, like there's some good like the choffies.
Oh
the
my
big-
God, Joffrey is my favorite.
Right? Like Yeah.
Chaffee sold lots of my cookbook before Christmas. It's
Oh,
kinda-
good.
What did you call that one, Tamara? Joffies?
Coffees.
Chaffee.
Coffees on, it's on Hastings. And.
Can you spell that?
Hmm?
CIOFFI.
CIOFFI, Choffies. Okay.
So it's a grocery store, but they also really specialize in meats, like
Yes.
big butcher. Just be
So
now
prepared.
they
Super
have,
small in there and super busy,
Yes.
Cool.
but it's
Love
it's
it.
got amazing meat. Like the
You can go to their webpage and pre-order it to do curbside.
Oh, really?
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there
Oh,
you
yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I go like every 2 weeks, I go to Chaffee. I don't care. My kids, my daughter and my daughter friends, teenager, when I go to Chaffee, they're all excited because after school, they're going to have an Italian buns with fresh cold cuts.
Yes.
They all
Oh,
come
so
over
good.
here. Okay, so we're going to make the butter and sage now, sauce. So pay attention. The water is boiling, but I'm not putting the gnocchi yet because the gnocchi is going to take 1 minute to cook because the potatoes are already cooked. Here I have the butter in my stir fry pan, no stick. I'm going to turn the heat on. Here I have the sage already washed from my garden, my in-law garden. Very, very fresh. And now I'm going to melt the butter, adding the sage. And when I put the sage, I'm going to put the gnocchi in because it's very, very easy and quick. Okay? Any questions so far?
How much sage?
Huh?
How many leaves of sage?
You know what? I have
It
eight
depends on how big
sage
your
leaves.
much gnocchi-
Huh?
Depends on how much gnocchi you want to make.
Fair. That's a fair question.
Yeah.
You leave
I'm
the
going to
stems
make-
on?
Huh?
Do you leave the stems on or do you take the stems off the sage?
I leave it on because I like to eat it.
Okay.
It's very, very delicious because it becomes crispy with the gnocchi. It is
Mm.
very, very healthy for you, Sage. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's in lots of essential oils and stuff.
Yes. My mom used to make us eat this one when we were kids. I don't know. Weird. So, the butter is melting. Now I'm going to put the sage. And I'm just going to wait a few seconds before I throw the gnocchi in. We're just going to stir fry the gnocchi in here after, okay?
Are you making it a brown butter or just regular butter? Like, do you cook the butter till it's browned?
Yeah, they're going to become brown.
Okay.
Yeah. This is very delicious. Okay, so
No
I'm just
doubt.
gonna,
I have no doubt. My mouth is watering.
I know.
that's good. That's good, right?
How you doing there, Leanna? What's going on? I
I'm-
don't see where you're at. What stage are you
I'm
at?
making my gnocchi
Oh,
things
look.
here.
Oh, look at you go, girl.
Let me see, Liliana, you're amazing.
In fact,
Wow.
I'm working through it.
Good job.
Looks like a little professional
Okay,
over
so
there.
now the butter is
3 years of
easily,
experience.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Okay. Now I'm gonna throw the gnocchi in the boiling water. Okay. Splash. Be very careful. I move them a little bit just for a few seconds. Now I'm gonna move the plate away from me. And you need to have something like this to pick them up and throw them in a tin here. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit of lemon in the butter so it won't burn too much. Just a couple of drops. Okay? And I'm going to show you my other, sorry, my fridge is a mess. Last ingredients.
Oh, yes.
Gonna be Mr. Parmigiano Reggiano, the real one, please. Don't use the Parmesan. Parmesan is like this, otherwise it won't taste the same. Okay, so this one smells like heaven. I love the butter and the sage together. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. And the gnocchi are almost floating up. Now I'm
That's
gonna
like
check-
less than a minute to cook the
Yeah,
gnocchi?
Yes. So I have to check the butter because I don't want to burn them too much. You know what I mean?
Are the gnocchi done when they're floating?
Yes. Like
Okay,
right
so like a
now.
So it's like a pierogi.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't cook them that long.
No. And this is gonna be my husband lunch. So here you go. So here's the butter, how it looks.
So good.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we're gonna throw the gnocchi in the butter and sage.
Oh,
I can almost smell that.
I know.
Wow.
Okay, now you're gonna flip them a few times. Look how gorgeous.
Oh my.
So the Parmigiano Reggiano goes at the end because if I put it now, it's gonna club everything together and I won't be able to pan fry them a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. Last ingredient, black pepper, freshly grated. It's gonna be amazing. Cooked with love. Oops, I lost one. You like?
Mhm.
Okay, so now we have to plate the gnocchi. I'm gonna show you what to do. Amore, lunch is almost ready. Pronto? Sorry. Calling my taste tester today. So you put the gnocchi in a plate. And I think the more sage, the better. Because it gives a nice flavor.
Wow.
Okay. So now I like to put some fresh Parmigiano Reggiano. If I found my grater, sorry. On top. More Parmigiano, the better. Always use real Parmigiano Reggiano, not the fake one, okay? Any questions so far?
Oh, I'm just hungry now.
Yeah, I have too. Holy.
There you go.
It looks amazing.
Or pepper, if you like, whatever. And this is gnocchi with butter and sage and Parmigiano Reggiano and lots of love, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks lovely.
What do you think? It's gorgeous, right?
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Good
Thank
job.
you. You have to make it.
Scott, are you cooking
going to.
Valentine's dinner now that you know how to do it?
I guess so. And I do have the cookbook at home, so
You have no
They're
excuse.
so good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it to my husband because you know what it is. I can't eat gnocchi at 11 o'clock in the morning and then pasta in the evening. Unfortunately.
Why? Is there a rule about that?
No, but you know, wait and
Oh,
this is my husband.
hello, husband.
Taste test time.
Cheese bun.
There is a member of the chamber actually, his company.
Oh, he's going to tell us what it tastes like now, right? Have a
Describe it.
bite.
And the
Tell us what you're
truth. Tell the
tasting.
truth.
Excellent today. Yes, very good.
It's very good. That's the right answer. If you want more.
If you want lunch tomorrow,
Otherwise, you can make it your own if you don't like. Right? Okay, the cheese is melted in there. See how fast it is to make a very good meal?
Oh
You
my-
don't have to. It's 10:48 and we already made gnocchi. And look how gorgeous.
Here's the cheese man.
Oh my goodness.
Here.
Look at those.
The blue cheese melted very good. I know. So now I already cooked the pepper because I didn't know if we had enough time. So what I usually do, I just put it on top like this. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just need a fork. Very professionally, but that's what happens when you don't have too much space. Okay. And that's it. And sometimes I also use mortadella. You know what's mortadella?
Cheese?
Yeah, no, it's pork, but
Oh, pork.
Oh, you put the chopped up in the peppers?
no, on top of the capri or the goat cheese. Sometimes I do goat cheese with mortadella.
Do you
And
fry
blue
it
cheese.
or do you just put it on?
No, just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, ladies, what do you think?
It looks amazing.
I'm hungry.
Do you have any questions?
I actually have a question back to the gnocchi. So I was thinking about it. So suppose I want to make my gnocchi in advance.
Yeah.
Can I leave some in the fridge? Like if I'm going to eat it that day later on, can I just put it in the fridge rather than freezing it?
Well, if you put it in the fridge, they're gonna stick. So it's better if you freeze them, and then from the freezer to the boiling water is the same thing.
So cook them from frozen.
Yeah, from frozen, not defrost.
Well, they will likely take longer to cook if they're from frozen.
No, it would take
No,
the
same?
same. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Maybe like 20 seconds more. But
Does
not that
it
much.
change the taste
No,
from my fresh to
it
frozen?
changed, the texture changed a little bit.
A little bit. Mhm.
Yeah.
I figured.
So because they're in the freezer, but they're still fresh. Gnocchi is one of those things that is good. And then you put the butter and sage, and it is what it is.
It's delicious is what it is.
So this is pretty much how I did it. Doesn't look very professional, like I can't take any picture, but
No, it looks great.
Rustic,
Yeah.
rustic Italian. That's how it
Huh?
should. It's rustic Italian. That's how it should
yeah,
look.
this is home cooking. This is not like nothing difficult. Just gonna move this one. So now it's time to make the panna cotta, the dessert for Valentine's Day. So you know what's panna cotta?
I don't know what that is actually.
Yeah.
Is a cooked whipping cream. It's very, very easy to make. You
Kinda
just
like
need.
a mousse,
Huh?
maybe? Is
What?
it kind of like a mousse? But
I'm
not,
gonna show you. I have a cookbook here.
or creme brulee texture. Kind of
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like a creme brulee texture.
Oh, okay, so I love creme brulee.
So I-
From my cookbook. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the most easy dessert that you can make in your life. And I have molds, these things, where I put the whipping cream inside when I cook it. But you can also use glasses. Like
Okay.
I have these glasses. And sometimes if I want to impress my guest, I use a martini glasses. And it looks very scenographic, but there is no guest now, so nobody to impress anymore. So just gonna use this one today. Okay, so the ingredients are whipping cream, vanilla. We are gonna put some vanilla inside, but you can use any other flavor. You can use coffee, kaula, mango, whatever you want. And we also need to use gelatin sheets.
Where do you buy those?
This one, you can find gelatin, a well-seasoned store. This one, I'll buy it in Langley in a store called Natural Fairs, something like that.
Oh, that's
Close.
Nature's Fair. The one.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, you use those ones? Okay, and those are good too?
Yeah, this one, yes, are amazing. And I'm going to use it all because I'm making lots for my teenagers today. I Are you guys bored?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. I'm always worried that people get bored, you know, staying online and watching a screen. I don't know. So I have my pan here that I'm going to use, and whipping cream. Okay. I'm going to use it all because I'm gonna make some extra for my daughter and her friends. So you put the whipping cream in a pan, just like this. Okay. We need some sugar. Okay. I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of sugar. This is a perfect dessert for Valentine's Day. 3 tablespoons. So now, before I start, you need to do your gelatin sheets. I have to put some water. We have to cover the gelatin with water before to start to do everything. Cold water, okay?
How many gelatin sheets do you have in the bowl?
I'm using the old package because I'm using 1 liter of whipping cream. So
Yeah.
this I think are 5.
And how much will that make?
1 liter.
How many servings does that make?
Oh, I'm gonna make 12 of this glass.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I probably want to half the recipe for 2 people.
Yeah. For 2 people?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, put the cold water. So I cover my gelatin sheets with water, cold water, not warm. Otherwise, you will lose your gelatin. It's gonna melt. Right here, put the stove on. Just gonna put this one closer.
Sorry, did you say cover them with warm water?
Cold water, no
Cold
warm.
water.
Grab a whisk. Okay, this off. Okay, so now I have to cook the whipping cream for like 5 to 7 minutes until it starts to boil, and then I shut everything off. Okay? Any questions so far?
Yeah, I have a question about the gelatin sheets. How much water do you add to the bowl, and does it matter? Are you just softening the sheets?
Oh yeah, I just soften the sheets. You just need to cover them.
Okay.
Yeah. Just gonna add the whipping cream, the vanilla now.
You making panna cotta, Liana? No.
I'm still working on my gnocchi. Like,
Are
come
you
on.
still are you still rolling those doughs?
Damn it. Do not use 8 russet potatoes from Costco unless you want to. I'm feeding 5.
Oh my gosh.
How many potatoes are you making?
I did 8 big russet potatoes from Costco.
Oh, okay.
God, you got enough for everybody to show up at your place for curbside pickup.
No problem.
You're
gotta-
amazing.
Come on.
Everybody's gonna be excited today, yeah, for dinner, right, Liana?
That's it.
I know. My kids are gonna be excited too. My son always asks me every day, "What are you cooking today, mommy? Can you make lasagna?" The first thing that he asked me in the morning. I'm like, no, we can't have lasagna every day. Can you make gnocchi? No. And today I said yes. And we had gnocchi on Sunday, so kind of crazy, but whatever. What are you making? The bolognese sauce, Liliana?
I'm gonna make a bolognese, a red sauce.
Oh, okay.
I
Do you like more red or white sauce?
red probably.
Yeah, us too. Always red sauce. I'm gonna check with my thermometer. How's work, Liliana?
It's good. You guys are keeping us busy.
Yeah? That's good.
So as as sole proprietorships, I'm going to say to you guys, don't forget to take care of yourselves as your banker. Make sure that you make your RSP contributions. They're due March 1st this year.
You're awesome.
Is that earlier than normal? That seems early.
No, it's always 60 days from the beginning of the year. So it depends if it's February 29th or March 1st.
Right.
What temperature are you boiling that to?
Well, it's gonna be 70, but it's wait. You using Fahrenheit or Celsius? This is 70 Celsius.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have to
So
check.
I have a stupid question
Yeah.
that'll be recorded. Can you use a meat thermometer to test your liquid, or do you have to buy a special thermometer for liquid?
I don't know.
Is that a dumb question?
No. No question's a dumb question.
No dumb questions. And now I'm gonna have to test.
Yeah,
I'm gonna test some hot water on my meat thermometer tonight.
There you go.
I have to-
It's
I
a
have a
burning question, Scott, so make sure you give us the answer.
Yeah, well,
Good one. Good one.
Oh, I stumped the trainer.
if I don't find out how hot the water is, you'll scold me later.
Oh,
Oh, good dad joke.
So who's gonna make the gnocchi? You have to share the picture with me after when you make it, okay?
I
Totally.
think so.
Huh?
totally. I'm gonna make my
Yeah.
kids go to work.
Hey, Tamara, if we send them to you, can you share them with this group?
Yeah, I can for sure.
I think we should do that. We should all send in our pictures and then you can share them,
Okay, I will do it.
see what they all look like. It'd be fun.
I know cooking is fun, right?
You make it look fun.
Yeah. It's fun. I have to do more video, but that's something that I'm looking for 2021, but there is no budget for. It's doing like professional YouTube videos, but it's so much money and so much work, and it's not so much work because I have the time, but it just videos are a lot.
I actually don't think you need professional videos. I think that would work against you. I think you just record away, just like your Insta stories.
Really? With dark picture?
Yep.
My gosh, I see all these professional cooking video with like whatever, but I don't know. We will see. We will see how it goes. I'm almost at 70, so the panna cotta is almost ready. I have my thermometer here, and I'm gonna tell you in Fahrenheit because the thermometer goes to Celsius and Fahrenheit after. Sei pieno? My husband is not full yet. Just came back with a clean plate. Okay. So the temperature should be between 70 and 75 Celsius in Fahrenheit 160.3, 162. Okay. So now it's ready. I'm going to turn it off. And here I have my gelatin sheet, and now it's very soft. I'm gonna squeeze all the water out. Wait. Just like this. And I'm gonna put it in the whipping cream. And I'm gonna stir. Like this. So now you check inside, there is no sign of gelatin at all because it's all dissolved now with the hot whipping cream. And that's it. Now you have to put it in your container, in your mold.
Ladies and gents, I got to sneak off. I will send my photos shortly.
Bye, and
Enjoy.
Bye,
Good to
happy
see you.
cooking.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
Very latte, yes. Okay, after when it's done with a big spoon called, amore, come si chiama sto coso? This one?
Ladle.
Ladle, yeah. Sorry,
A big spoon, doesn't matter.
big spoon. So I usually use one big ladle in the glass, like this. A little bit more, so the more, yeah, something like this. So now, of course, now it's ready to be eaten. You put it in the fridge for at least 3 hours. And then it's become like the one in the picture. And you can put some warm Nutella on top or some warm jam. Or you can make a berry coulis like in the cookbook recipe. And that's it.
Wow,
Very easy, right?
that is amazing.
Yeah.
Because
And it just slides right out of the cup. You don't have to like spray it or anything. It'll come right out. Do you have to
Well,
warm
if
the
you
cup to
serve
get it out?
If you serve it in the glass, you just serve it like this
Oh,
with a
yeah.
spoon. Yeah.
But if
If
you
you
do it on
have-
the plate, like you showed in the book,
Yeah. So in the plates, in the book, because I have this one, and you just put it on the plate, you take it off the cap in here, and it comes out.
is that metal or is that rubbery
This is
stuff?
plastic.
Plastic.
I have few and different. This one I bought at Winners. What else? This one I bought it online. See, they all have a different shape. This is cute.
Okay.
And this one is from Italy, my favorite.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, they all have different shape. And you can also buy them online on Amazon. I bought this one on Amazon.
Yeah.
Just because people like, it's very scenographic when you put it on a plate and you put some
Yeah.
sauce on top. Maybe you can put some broken, I don't know, chocolate shaved. You can use your imagination. You can do whatever you want. And it stays in the fridge for a couple of days. So, yeah,
It would never last in my fridge for a couple of days.
I know. And this is so good because it's very easy.
it is so easy. I'm impressed. I always thought it would be so much harder. This
No, it's easy.
this was actually, it's going to be delicious, but it's also super simple. And you
Very
did it
simple.
under, in an hour.
In an hour, yeah. I'm impressed. It's 11 o'clock and we're already done. And
you
yeah,
made
I was
3
scared
dishes.
because I didn't know
Awesome.
if 11 o'clock had to be sharp. But for next time, we can make a lasagna.
Hey,
Hey.
Love your lasagna.
Yeah.
I know. I love it too.
well, maybe next time we'll do English cooking with Scott. We'll take a big roast, chuck it in the oven, and wait around for 3 hours while it cooks.
Awesome.
That would be good.
I'd
Maybe we could do ethnic cooking.
Yeah,
rather eat gnocchi.
yeah, me too.
Mm.
Gnocchi and some bread and cheese. That's it. For
That's
me,
it.
it's
So
Don't forget
Marzia,
the wine.
you're in your cookbook.
yeah.
Yeah. And then how do we get our hands on your cookbook if we don't have one?
Okay, so yeah, for my cookbook, you can buy it online, mamamarcia.ca. And yeah, you can choose pick up in Langley, or I can send it to you. Of course, shipping is expensive, like we all know. But if you live in the area, I can just you can just come, or I can drop it off,
Wonderful.
whatever you want.
Well, thank you. Does anyone else, anyone have any other questions for Marzia before we wrap up? Because I know we're 10 after 11, so I just want to stay mindful of everyone's schedules.
Yeah.
I'm good. Thank
No
you
question?
very much.
My fair share. I just
So,
count.
but thank
Well,
you very
if you have
much
a
for,
question, just send me a
thank you.
message on my website or whatever. Feel free to message me if you need any help. If you're making gnocchi, if you're making this dish and you need help, just message me. I will gladly help you. I
Oh,
like to
thank
help
you.
people.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you, Marzia.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you very much.
Thanks for organizing it, Scott, Tamara.
You're welcome. Mike, sorry, did you have a
Yeah,
question,
thank
Mike?
you. What's that?
Did you have a question?
No, I was just saying, thank you very much. This was really entertaining and educational.
Thank you.
Before we wrap up, I just got word from Scott that just following up to, you know, eat and drink and trying to have some enjoyment in quote COVID, we have a wine tasting lesson coming up. Scott, do you want to speak to that?
Yeah,
Maybe-
it'll be on February the 24th. It's with Dr. Clinton Lee from Vincenti Vineyards. So details to come.
Oh, that's nice.
He's awesome.
Kind of a nice thing. I mean, I know it's after Valentine's, but you know, we'd make this again in the future, right?
So how are you doing? What's the format for this, online?
Yeah, it'll be online.
Oh, so you're not really tasting it, you're just learning about the wines?
Well, he's going to teach you how to judge a good wine.
Oh. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool to me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
No, can't
Awesome, ladies.
guys when we're
Gonna go
traveling.
fix my panna cotta for my kids today and the friends and for my family. Thank you so much for watching my cooking video. I hope you understand what I said and what I did. If you have any questions, just message me. I love you all. You are amazing. And don't forget Sprinkle of Love.
All
And
right.
Parmigiano Reggiano, the real one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
for sure.
Thank
Ciao,
you
Bella.
so much.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.